Rambam, or in the laws of Eruv. Hey, chapter 4. I'm doing chapter 4 instead of chapter 3. A little more. When it happens is the courtyard eat at the same table, even though they have their own individual dwellings, they are not required to establish an Eruv. So an Eruv is right, let's say you're all have one courtyard that you're sharing. Let's say 6 homes go into one courtyard. So rabbinically, each private domain is separate. Biblically, it's all one private domain. Rabbinically, King Solomon made it that you have to connect the people. So if you eat all at the same table, even though you have your own individual dwellings, right? They're not required to establish an eruv. They're considered inhabitants of the single household. So, let's say you all have a common area where you eat together. So then it's like one dwelling. Just as the present person's wife and the members of the household or the servants does not cause him to be forbidden to carry, nor does the presence make of it, and their presence make an eruv necessary. So too with individuals are considered to be members of a single household, for they all eat at the same table. That's the key, right? You're all eating at the same table, so therefore you're like one household, even though there might be 6 houses into one courtyard. Similarly, if the inhabitants of the courtyard must establish an eruv together with the inhabitants of another courtyard, they are required to bring only one loaf to the place of the eruv is established. So to create an eruv means that there's something that is connecting you with others, food, a loaf of bread. So now you're making with one courtyard and another courtyard that are connected with each other. They're of course not going through a public thoroughfare, but they're separate courtyards. So when the eruv is established in their house, they do not have to contribute to the eruv because they're making the eruv in their house. Just as the house in which an eruv is placed does not have to contribute a loaf of bread. Rationale for both of these laws is that all the dwellings are considered to be a single dwelling. Similarly, the inhabitants of the courtyard who establish an eruv together are considered to be the members of a single household. Right? That's what it makes it like you're a single household. If it is necessary for them to establish an eruv together with the inhabitants of another courtyard, they're required to bring only one loaf to the place where the eruv is established. If the eruv is established in their house, they do not have to contribute a loaf of bread. Okay, I just wanted to do some Rambam because I have to run. I have to go, unfortunately. All right, folks.